yourself a pat on the back. Hey there, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. Well, we've got coyotes out there doing their coyote thing, and some sort of animal or insect or something that's making a sound that sort of sounds like a frog, but I don't think we're going to have any frogs out here. But anyway, it's after 11 o'clock, and I'm usually up, I don't know, till whenever, but tonight I may be up for considerably longer because I had a day. I went into the city today and took care of some stuff, and so when I came home I was kind of tired, laid down, took a little nap, and sometimes taking a nap late in the afternoon really screws me up, so I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see. But the deck is just about finished. The house is almost done, relatively speaking. For all practical purposes. I shouldn't say practical purposes because, well, Tommy's going to, one of the next things he's going to do is put on all the plates for the electrical outlets and all that. I had a little incident happen yesterday. Somebody got shocked, so we're going to get that fixed. But basically the house, the basic structure of the house, the interior part anyway, is just about finished. We've got baseboards, some lighting to put in, the plates on the things, the bathroom door, the mechanism, the handle mechanism, some other stuff. Just some not nitpicky, but stuff that's not really critical to the function of the house. So the house is basically finished, and the deck is almost done too. There's just a small piece of the deck that needs to be finished. Tommy's going to pick up some materials for that tomorrow, and the deck is just about done. So I've been sitting out there, and it's just really a pleasure to walk outside, open the front door, and there's a deck rather than this big hole. That was a hassle. So the hole's gone, there's a deck there now, and that's great. So things are going very well, thank God. Oh, let's see what else. I've got those two websites. They're going to be coming online here. I don't know when, but soon, whenever. I haven't been up there for so long. I've been trying to find somebody to do this for such a long period of time, and I finally bit the bullet and found somebody. I put an ad on a bulletin board at the grocery store and got someone to come over and do it. So he's doing a good job. It's taken a while. It's taken longer than what I thought it was, because he's good at computer stuff, but he didn't understand this program. He didn't know the program, but he's cracking the program, and so it's coming along nicely, and that's good, real good. I'm happy about it. So it's real interesting that we both came into each other's lives at a time that was very important, because I need to get those websites finished, and he needed some work pretty bad. So hopefully he's satisfied with what's going on, and I am too. So this is a good thing for both of us. One of those win-win situations. As corny as that may sound, that's exactly what I enjoy doing, is being in situations where both parties, or the number of parties that are involved, everybody has it's a good thing for everybody, rather than somebody taking advantage of somebody else, or somebody feeling, what I'm talking about. I don't have to get involved in that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh man, I've been walking, like I've been talking about it. I think I'm pretty maxed out on the amount of weight that I've lost. I can lose due to walking. I'm not sure about that. So I was looking at this magazine about this exercise you have with these dumbbells, where you use these dumbbells and put them over your head and do these squats, or whatever they're called, and do some different things with that. So I may go out and find myself some dumbbells in the next few days and start that, because I think I'd like to do a little bit more something a little bit more serious, so that I need to lose some weight. I went from about 228, and right now I weigh about, fluctuating between 199 and 202, or somewhere in there. And so I need to do something a little bit more strenuous. I think there's a little bit more sweat involved, a little bit more cardio. So we'll find out what happens. What else do I have for you folks? Actually, this video is not about what I have for you folks. It's just a video about the simple fact that I'm awake, and I said, well, what else do I have to do besides make a video? What do I have to do besides make a video? Video, V-I-D-E-O, video. Let's see here. There's a bug flying right there. I don't know what kind of bug it is. Looks like an eagle of some sort. Do-do-do-do. 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 And some of you may notice or may remember that I had a trouble with my voice quite a while back, and I couldn't talk, and it's still not fixed. And I'm beginning to think that maybe I've developed an allergy toward peanuts, but I don't know if that's it or not, because I eat peanut butter, and I said, well, you know what? I'm going to eat almond butter, because it's not really that much more money, relatively speaking. And it's better for you. It's the actual nuts, whereas peanuts are really not nuts. And so I thought, well, I'll get some almonds, and I had a reaction to them. My tongue swelled up a little bit, and I thought, oh man, this is not good. So obviously I cut that out, and I was talking to a friend of mine about that, and he says, well, maybe you just got a bad batch, because I'd never been allergic to them before, but I think it was eating in such quantity. I mean, almond butter is a lot of almonds crushed up, so like a spoonful of almonds, I don't know how, a spoonful of almond butter is, I don't know how many nuts, but anyway, I said, so after I had that conversation with him, I thought, well, maybe that's true, so I went and got some more almond butter. Nope, that wasn't it. So I am officially allergic to that. It's not some sort of like I eat an almond and all of a sudden I'm going to die. That's not it. I have to eat quite a few almonds in order to have any kind of reaction. But it was a reaction, and I'm wondering if the peanuts are having a reaction on my voice, because I wonder if there's any sort of connection to that. Probably not. Who knows? But it was an interesting story. There was a guy. Him and his wife were homeless, and the wife, seeing some sort of like a market, where they had stuff stacked outside, stole a can of peaches, and she got caught. And the guy pressed charges, and she had to go in front of the judge because of this canned peaches thing. And the judge asked her, well, how many peaches do you think were in the can? It's a large can, I guess. And she said, oh, I don't know, maybe 6 peaches. And so the judge says, okay, I'm going to give you 6 days in jail, 1 day for every peach. So I thought it was really an astounding thing. I thought, the people, are hungry and they stole peaches. I don't think that they should be sent to jail for, 6 days, but that's... that's neither here nor there. I wasn't the judge. And her husband was in the courtroom, and he raised his hand and said, Your Honor, I have something to say. And the judge says, well, if it's pertinent to the case, go ahead. And the guy says, well, my wife also stole a can of peas. So that was a very, very sad story. And that came from Zen Archer, that story, and it's a very sad story. Let's see what else. Doodle doo 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 doo. I wish I had a nickel for every pickle. I'd be the nickel pickle millionaire. A nickel, a pickle would be my logo. Nickel, pickle, millionaire. Let's see here. You know, I saw this thing. It was an interesting thing about which, you know, for those of you that are interested in that kind of thing, it seems like it'd be kind of a good business to be in. A guy who makes pickles. And he had a thing in New York, and they showed his thing, and basically what it is he had these plastic or rubber, I guess probably plastic, barrels, large, maybe, I don't know, 40 gallons or something like that. And he would put, I think it was brine water or whatever, some sort of water solution into these things, and then take these cucumbers and put the cucumbers into the solution with all kinds of spices and stuff, and then wait for I don't know how many days or weeks or whatever it was, and then go back in and then pop the top or whatever. I mean, maybe I had to stir them once in a while, I have no idea, and he had pickles. Pretty simple process to make pickles. So I mean, if you see, it would seem that if you have a really, really good pickle recipe, you know, you could be in the business of making pickles pretty easy, because I think cucumbers are pretty cheap. Matter of fact, you could probably grow your own cucumbers. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll plant 5 acres of cucumbers. Probably not. Do. Let me see, what else? What can we talk about besides that yellow light? There's a light in my house, and it's I have one light on. And as I'm looking at it, that son of a gun is yellow. Some lights put out a major yellow hue, and that son of a gun is yellow. Well, 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Should I go on? Should I continue the process? Yeah, why not? Okay, let's see what else is going on. What else can I talk about here? Well, I think that I'm hoping that the websites are going to be a lot of fun, actually. kingofglass.com and rovah.com, ROVAH. Neither one of those sites are up there, so there's no reason to put that in your browser, because they're not on yet. We're in the process of making them, and once they're finished, I'll do a video and tell you that they're live. I think yawning is a good thing. I think I'll go over there and make some sleepy time tea and maybe get to bed. The guy's coming over at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm going to go and when I wake up tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm watching the Tour de France. That is a great race. Lance Armstrong. Oh, interesting. It's time for an interesting fact. Factoid. Interesting. Lance Armstrong is in the Tour de France. You know, he won 7 Tour de France championships in a row before he retired at the top of his game. Why he retired, I will never know. He could have won, you know, he could have probably won 10 in a row, but whatever. Anyway, Lance Armstrong he may get on the podium in Paris. He's not going to win. The guy, his teammate Alberto Contador, is really a great racer, and he deserves it this year. But Lance, and I thought it was kind of an interesting thing, he did a video, put out a video where he's advertising his new team. He's on a team right now, Astana, and he came out and did a little plug for this team that he's going to be with next year, called Radio Shack. So Radio Shack is going to be the sponsor of Lance Armstrong's team next year, and so I'm happy about that. I hope they put together a really great team. It's going to be interesting. I hope they have Brunel, his coach, that he's with Astana right now. I hope Brunel is going to be coaching Radio Shack team, and hopefully they're going to transfer some of the teammates from this team. I don't know if this team is just a one-shot deal or whatever it is, but anyway, I'm very happy that Lance Armstrong's back in there promoting his Live Strong Foundation, and he's a great racer, and it's a good story. It's an incredibly good story. Lance Armstrong, cancer survivor, and came out of cancer, surviving cancer, to win 7 Tour de France championships in a row. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. There's I think there was about 2 or 3 others that had done 5 in a row prior to his doing 7. So, man, that was a magnificent feat. But anyway, I am Hello Rodney. Thanks for watching my video. And if you get to the end of it, why don't you put coffee cup down there just so I know that you got to the end. And if you got to the end, give yourself a little pat on the back. Because you know what? You deserve it. You do. You're worth it. You are worth it. Yes, you are. Give yourself a pat on the back.